Hi everyone, welcome to Linda's Creative Life. It is Sunday and it is September 21st, I believe, and I am here to share with you a collab I'm in, challenge. It started at the beginning of the month and I've been working on it, but I just haven't recorded it. We're supposed to show what we're doing every Sunday. And it's hashtag Paper Bag Junk Journal Prompt Challenge 2025. It's hosted by Paper Confessions with Kara Mia and Bianca at BB's Closet Creations. They gave us a list of 30 prompts, and everybody is doing like 7 a week and sharing what they made. So I am so far behind, but I have been working on it and having such a good time because I think this is the first thing I've crafted in a couple of years. I know, I'm just so excited. So the first thing that caught my attention was that you were going to make a paper bag journal. And first thing that jumped into my mind were these paper bags that I had in my stash, and I had quite a few of them. We were supposed to use, I forget, 5 or 6. I think 6 is what I used, 3 of each. And instead of folding them like a lot of paper bag journals are and making pockets and fixing them together, I decided to leave this seam but cut this and the bottom and make them pages, and that is what I've done. I also then took a brown paper bag and I made the cover, which was one of our first prompts. It said create a spine and a journal cover make like a masterboard, add a focal point, fabric and paper. So this is my cover. I took a brown paper bag, I made it, and I just collaged it. And this is sort of my focal point. It has nothing really to do with anything, but I used napkins and paper, and I just had a really good time. I like the colors and I like the way it turned out. So I'm going to tell you the prompts I've done. So I did also make pockets on the front and the back cover, and I've got a few little items just stuck in there until I decide if I'm going to use them. The next thing that I did that was totally different than most everybody else was I decided that I was going to use items that had been gifted to me from other crafters, because I have all this beautiful work that people have shared with me and I've not done a lot with it. So other than the cover, the pages and stuff, everything is made by someone else. I'm so excited to have this put together. I've been having to look and look and look to meet the prompts, but it's been really a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you my front page, and this was the prompt of, excuse me while I look, a portrait. So this was a bag, a little glassine bag that has a portrait on it, and they added some lace and like a little hanky to make a skirt. Isn't that cute? So that was my portrait. The next page was we made a belly band. Now I did make this belly band. I didn't have any in my stash, but this was made, and this was like a little hidden pocket, and in it was supposed to be a hidden journaling spot. And so you pull this out and there's a journaling spot. I'm trying to do this. Wow. And because it's such a deep bag, I had to put a little clip on it so that it wouldn't slide all the way to the bottom. This one was, we were supposed to do layers, and this one was a CD envelope, and someone made this and layered all of this with the ribbon, with the trim, a feather, a button, bluebird paradise, and then in it was also this little postcard, which could be a journaling spot. So I'm excited to share all of this. This, I don't think was any prompt, except maybe I just liked it and put it there. Then this one was also another hidden spot. And this one was an interactive. So this was I'll think of it in a second. I am prepared, really, I am. This was a die cut that someone had given me, and it had the little slots in it. And I just put a couple of little things in it to make it interactive. Oh, little things in it. And this talks about friend, which I thought was really appropriate for a junk journal that's all by other people. This just, I had to put this in here because it just, with the purples, and it was just so pretty. And this was a beautiful sympathy card that I got when my mom passed away. Gosh, it's going on almost 2 years now. And this was made by, Tito Creates. That's who made this. And I cut the inside part out and put it like that. And there's also, so this is another layered project, another die cut, and it's just so pretty. I just wanted to put that in there. This was we were supposed to make a waterfall card. I have never made a waterfall card, and I looked up how to do it, and I thought, that's not me. I'm not doing that. And nobody had sent me one. So, but I did have this strip that was all these little envelopes, and I cut them apart, and I hung them together with little ball clips, ball pins, and I thought it was just so cute. So that's my little waterfall. And then this one, we were supposed to do something stitched. So this was a cluster, and I glued it on to this bag and used it as a tuck. And inside, I also had another stitched ATC card that someone had made me. When I say someone, you have to forgive me. If your name was not on the item, I don't know who made it. I have a terrible memory. Some of this goes back years of stuff that I have been collecting and been blessed to receive. But if you recognize something that you made and sent me, thank you so much. So then let's see, another thing we were supposed to do, and I used another die cut little thing, was we were supposed to share stamped and then colored. And I think these are not, I think that Rosemary You Rock Art made these. I'm not positive, but I seem to remember that she made these for me. And so I put them all in here and just thought they were so cute. And the top one is one she also made, and it said, "If friends were flowers, I pick you." And I just really liked the way that looked. And it's such a fun way to use things that people have sent me. We were also supposed to make a page extension. So I had this that someone had sent me, and it folds out. So that's the page extension. It's a vintage ledger page, and then it folds up, and it has two really neat little layered cards, little collage cards, and there's room on the back to journal if you'd like. Another one was, another of the prompts was a poem, and let me get this right, a poem, another, and shabby chic. So I have these 3 little bags that someone had made, and they were all coordinated. These were die cuts. It said fall. In this, I'm going to put a little secret journaling spot in there. And then let me read you this poem. It was by George Cooper. October gave a party. The leaves by hundreds came, the ashes, oaks, and maples, and leaves of every name. The sunshine spread a carpet, and everything was grand. Miss Weather led the dancing, Professor Wind the band. The sight was like a rainbow new fallen from the sky. And I just really liked it a lot, and I thought this was the poem, the shabby chic, and also die cut. And I think that's as far as I've gotten. So I am going to finish it, and you can see all my little scratches and everything that I'm doing. But it's been really fun to go through all the ephemera I've been gifted and things that people have sent me. I'm just so excited to be able to put together this little journal, and I will enjoy going through this and remembering, the gifts that people have sent me over the years. It's really fun, and it's really, I don't know, it just means a lot to me that, I have these works of art from other crafters. So that is it. I'll try to come back next Sunday, and this will be the last week. I'll probably try to go all through the last 10 days or so, and 10 or 11 days, 10 days, 10 more days, 10 more prompts. Hopefully I'll get it all done, and I'll come back and share with you. But thanks so much, Karamia and Bianca, for doing this. It's really been a lot of fun, and you don't know how inspiring this has been to me. For not having crafted in so long because of my mom's passing, moving, my illness. This has just been a great way to kind of put my toes back in the creating waters. So thanks everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.